welcome to a look back at the highlights of Racing 2001, the racing that brought excitement to the Garrison Savannah. The Tanglewood Stakes, a 4-year-old and over DNLore horses, went over 1,800 meters and attracted a field of 7 for a decent stake of $25,000 presented by Harrow Investments Limited. Sakito Princess had won her previous race over 1,570 meters and started favourite, but was to be upstaged by two older steers in a driving finish. Dale Whittaker would provide a second win for the Parvasinos in just 2 days of racing. And away they go for the Tanglewood Stakes over 1,800 meters. Highland Waters got away quite smartly from the outside as well. Royal Mile got away from the box as well. So too Flying Dove. On the inside, Stable Companion Jezebel. A gap of 2 to Artemis. Then Sakito Princess. And the last one at this stage is Amadeus. That's the way they turn into the home turn for the first time. The leader is Royal Mile between horses. On the inside, Highland Waters second. Flying Dove improving position. Going up on the outside third. So too is Artemis. Wide on the outside, Sakito Princess. Down against the rails is Amadeus last at this stage. That's the way they race past the winning post for the first time. The leader between horses is Royal Mile. Highland Waters on the rails second. On the outside is Flying Dove. Artemis rushing up between horses third. Then comes Jezebel on the rails. Amadeus and Sakito Princess trails. That's the way they race past the 5-furlong marker and make their way down the back stretch. The leader by a clear length and a half now is Highland Waters, handily held. On the outside is Flying Dove. Between horses is Royal Mile travelling smoothly. Jezebel against the rails fourth. Then on the outside is Artemis. Amadeus is one from last. Sakito Princess on the outside last. That's the way they race past the half-mile marker and up towards the 3. And the leader is still Highland Waters from on the outside, Royal Mile. That one goes right through to strike the lead now as they pass the 3-furlong marker. It's Royal Mile with his head in front from on the inside, Highland Waters. Between horses, Artemis is making steady progress. Jezebel is going very well on the outside as well. So too is Amadeus as he's making up tons of ground from the rear. As they've raced well inside the final quarter, it is Artemis that strikes the lead with Whittaker. It's Artemis and Whittaker together. On the outside is still Royal Mile. Jezebel has a bit to do. So too does Amadeus as they turn for home now. It is Artemis and Whittaker down the centre of the course in the lead. On the outside, Royal Mile. Between horses, Jezebel and Amadeus is eating up the ground on the rails as they come deep stretching up towards the wire. It's Artemis. Amadeus giving a terrific challenge on the inside. Artemis and to Amadeus. Artemis wins the Tanglewood by just a head or so from Amadeus in second. Third is Royal Mile and fourth is Jezebel. The small field of 3-year-old Creoles went to the gates for the Sunset Race Stakes for the handsome stake of $25,000 presented by Mr. and Mrs. Michael Tabor. A moderate field at best, the classic pedigree of both horse and rider was too potent for the rest. Rebound trotted up by 8.5 lengths for Sir Charles Williams. Loaded for the Sunset Race Stakes, and away they go to a pretty level break. Top 40 on the inside, came away smartly from Vidi Vidi Vici, just to the outside of that one. Picking up the inside rail is Rebound and Bailamos Trails. That's the way they come down towards us for the first time. The leader is Top 40 from on the outside, Vidi Vidi Vici. Whittaker standing tall in the saddle. Rebound on the inside with Jones travelling quite smoothly. And at the back of the field is Bailamos, but he's very much in touch with the field. They race away from us and make their way down the back stretch. And the leader by a clear 2 lengths now is Top 40 in front from Rebound in second. Jones standing tall on that. Then comes Vini Vidi Vici third. And Bailamos still fourth. And travelling pretty smoothly at the back of the field. Down towards the half-mile marker in the Sunset Race Stakes, the leader is still Top 40 from Rebound in second. Vini Vidi Vici goes up nicely on the outside third. Then on the inside fourth is Bailamos. Up towards the 3-furlong marker, and it is still Top 40. Being pressed hard on the outside now by Rebound and Jones as those two go up to challenge Top 40. In third is Vini Vidi Vici, and fourth is Bailamos, but making steady progress as they race off the top of the hill. Jones and Rebound can wait no longer. They've drawn out now by 2 from Top 40 in the inside. Bailamos comes to the outside to challenge. Vini Vidi Vici has it all to do from there. As they race now to the final furlong and a half, and the leader is Rebound and Jones in front by 4. Top 40 on the inside second, then on the outside Bailamos third, and Vini Vidi Vici being switched to the outside now to challenge. As they come deep stretch, it's all sail now for home and glory. It is Rebound and Jones. He takes a peek back there, no challenges. Rebound is absolutely clear. She comes to the wire, wins it by at least 8 lengths. Second is Vini Vidi Vici, third Bailamos, and fourth is Top 40. Next up, the Coolmore. Another $25,000 was up for grabs, and there was little opposition for the reigning champion of the turf as he tackled 5 opponents over 1,800 meters. They were dismissed by a champion in champion style. He would not be seen before the Gold Cup.
Racing, everyone came out well. Unchallenged is quickest in the stride, and Unchallenged has the lead. From then, Sporting Fellow, keep back on the rails, Blaster Store, and Captain Blight trails with a mile to run. On the outside is Unchallenged, and on the inside is Sporting Fellow. These two going at a merry gallop. Along the inside is Keepback. Blaster Storm is fourth, and last of the point is Captain Blight. They come past the stands for the first time, the opening quarter in 25:01, and Sporting Fellow has the lead. On the outside is Unchallenged. Keepback is on the rails pulling hard. Blaster Storm is close up in fourth. Captain Blight is last at this point, just about 4 lengths off the lead. It's a tight bunch. As they begin their journey down the back stretch. Out in front is Sporting Fellow. He's being pushed along to make it a merry gallop. On the outside is Unchallenged. On the inside is Keepback. Blaster Storm is on the outside of Captain Blight, who trails. They've just got about a half mile to run after the first half in 49:01. And the leader on is Keepback, who goes through and he picks it up. On the inside, Sporting Fellow, then on the outside, Unchallenged and Addison Ward. Jonathan Jones asks Blaster Storm for more run. And running down straight by the man to the lead. It's Blaster Storm now who's in front by 3/4 of a length from Unchallenged. Then comes Keepback, Captain Blake trying to get into it. Sporting Fellow's had enough. But it's quarter mile to go now. The leader is Blaster Storm. He's in front by a length and a half now. From on the outside, Captain Blake. On the inside is Unchallenged Keepback. And there at the top of the lane, a Blast of Storm is in command. Jonathan Jones setting him down for the drive, and he's charging away further. Captain Blake coming over to be second, Unchallenged is third. Blast of Storm, the champion of Barbados in a championship performance with champion Jockey Jones wins it from Captain Blake, then Keepback, Unchallenged, and last the early pacemaker, Sporting Fellow.
There was little doubt about the ability of the 3-year-olds of 2001. Wasifwala had had a fine 2-year-old season and emerged as champion 2-year-old. But there was enough evidence that Midnight Thomas would be a major factor for the classics of 2001. The life of Barbados breeders with a purse of almost $45,000 and a winner's prize of almost $25,000 provided everything to run for. It would provide another win for the indomitable combination of Bill Marshall and Jonathan Jones. Going towards the half-mile marker, and it is still Rossi Vol in front by 2. Midnight Thomas second. Rebound third, 3 lengths off him. Who let the dog out is putting in his best effort now. He goes after the front runners. Katrina is short, and so too is Squire. They race past the 3-furlong marker. Rossi Vol fields of painters. Midnight Thomas comes right through to challenge. Midnight Thomas in a beautiful run. Goes right through and picks up the running. Goes clear by 2 lengths. Rossi Vol is second. Rebound is on the chase third. A long way back to Who Let the Dog Out, and he's going nowhere fast. They come to the corner just over for long to go. Midnight Thomas will get a challenge from Rebound, who switched to the inside. Rossi Voller looks done inside the final furlong. Midnight Thomas. Rebound comes to challenge again. Rossi Voller will rally to be third. It's Midnight Thomas. Rebound on the inside, finishing strongly. Midnight Thomas feeling the rip. He runs off strongly. Midnight Thomas from Rebound. Midnight Thomas wins the life of Barbados by 2. Rebound is second. A long way back to Rossi Voller third. Then comes Who Let the Dog Out, Katrina. In the absence of Blast of Storm, the Barbados National Bank Stakes provided at least one invader with a run in his prep race for the Gold Cup. While Captain Bly and Zwick sought to seal their inclusion, the B&B produced a stellar performance by another very classy son of Perugino and a grand return of the brilliant Emmy Ramsamy. Down towards the half-mile mark, Zwick scoops past the quarter. Half-mile mark alone, 10 lengths clear. Adawar is on the chase. Keepback is next. Then comes Azima, Happy Memories, and Captain Blythe. And they have an awful lot of work to do to get back to Zwick as he goes past the 3-furlong mark. He's all alone by 8 lengths. Adawar is on the chase, getting a ride from Ramsamy. Keepback is behind that one. Then comes Azima. The others are hopeless at this stage. Past the drill, with just under a quarter to go. Ward and Zwick are alone. 5 lengths separate them now from Adawar in second. Keepback is relentless in his chase. So too is Azima, but the others have awful lot of work to do. They're coming for home, and it is Zwick. He can feel the pressure of the whip now. He gets a challenge from Adawar on the outside. Adawar and Ramsamy on the outside. Zwick on the inside. Then comes Keepback. That's the way they come to the wire. Adawar and Zwick. Adawar, Zwick, and on the inside, Keepback finishing strongly. It's Adawar and Zwick. Adawar, Zwick on the outside. Happy Memories and Captain Bly. Adawar wins it. Captain Bly is second. Then comes Happy Memories on the outside third. Then comes Zwick. Then Azima and Keepback. Next stop, the Barbados Sandy Lane Gold Cup 2001. The most prestigious race of the Southern Caribbean and of international acclaim. Adawar was joined by three other compatriots, another decision, Propane, and City of Lights from Trinidad and Tobago. Mr. Eugene Melnick graciously supported the race with his Black Sage Alley from Canada. An epic duel between Blast of Storm and Adawar, followed only by a rough passage by Adawar. The winner blasted his way to a record-breaking performance and into the history books as only the second double winner of the Gold Cup. The starter put some under orders on the straightaway. They're racing over 1,800 meters. The 220th running of the Gold Cup is on its way. Unchallenged goes on to the lead very early on the inside. Propane is right there. Up on the outside, Peace on Boy. Black Sage Ali shows early on the outside as well. Janak following those. Blast of Storm is well settled on the outside of those. Then comes Janak behind that. Otherwise towards the back front with Father Murphy, City of Lights, and Captain Blind. That's the way they come down the home stretch for the first time. It's Swick that goes on to the lead. Swick from Unchallenged and Peace and Boy together. On the outside is Blast of Storm. Between horses is another decision. Adawar on the inside with Ram Sammy right inside. Father Murphy right there. Black Sage Ali on the outside wide of 4. Then on the inside, City of Lights, Captain Blythe. Past the 5.5. It's Swick on a lead by 3 from Unchallenged. Peace and Boy on the outside. Then comes Propane on the inside.
And as they continue their journey up the back, Swick still going very well on Challenge and Peace Envoy cruising on the bridle. Another 3 lengths back to Blast of Storm. Propane on the inside, another decision out wide. Adawar, who suffered at the bottom bend, has a lot of work to do. Captain Bly well out of it, and so too City of Lights. And Black Sage Ali is beaten as they race with 3 to go in the Gold Cup. Peace Envoy, the old winner, comes up to show his form as he takes over from stable companion Unchallenged. They're 3 lengths clear of Adawar, and in fact on the inside, Blast of Storm. Behind these, Zwick is dropping out a bit with 2 to go in the Gold Cup. Peace Envoy Unchallenged, and here comes John O'Jones on Blast of Storm. Turning for home in front of a packed crowd at the Garrison Savannah. Blast of Storm brings them into the stretch. Unchallenged on the inside, Peace Envoy booked for 3rd. Behind these, Captain Bly, Zwick, and another decision rallying, but Blast of Storm has got this. John Jones set sails for the judge, and it's all home and glory now for Blast of Storm, repeating double win of the Gold Cup, takes it from Unchallenged, another decision 3rd. Captain Bly races home next. Behind these, Peace Envoy, Father Murphy, then Swick, a disappointing Adawar, Propane behind that one, disappointing Janak, and City of Lights beating Black Sage Ali, who didn't handle the course, but Blast of Storm was best on the day, and a tremendous crowd and a track record 148 and 3. Blast of Storm, best horse on the day.
The Rialto's hopeful stakes with prize money of $25,000 attracted the leading contenders for the Classics of the year and offered clues to the Guineas just 2 race days away. Having toppled Voici Voila in their last encounter over the trip, Midnight Thomas started favourite, but was to find the champion filly just too good. But she was not to be seen again before the Derby. Gates flying there off and running to quite a level start. Spook was smartly into stride, so too with Voici Voila. Top 40 was quite well away as well. Shango just getting up into contention. They covered the first half of a furlong or so, and it looks like Spook, that's the overall leader. Spook from Voici Voila to the rails. Between horses is top 40. Midnight Thomas finds his best stride with Rebound as they work their way through the top turn and go towards the 5. It looks like Spook, that's the overall leader from Voici Voila to the rails. Midnight Thomas went a little wide, but he settled nicely back into position. He runs into 3rd. Then comes Rebound just at his quarters. 4th. On the inside comes top 40. Then comes Shango. The last one at this stage is Face the Music. That's the way they work down the back stretch. It is Spook, the leader by a length and a half from Voici Voila to the rails. Between horses is Midnight Thomas. Rebound going up nicely to the outside as she rushes into 2nd position. So it's Spook now just about 3/4 of a length clear of Rebound in 2nd. Midnight Thomas is 2 lengths off those, being worked on already by Jones. Behind that and on the rails is Voici Voila. Top 40 on the outside. The others are not in it at this stage. Towards the drill hall with just over 2 furlongs to go. It is still Spook to the inside with Rebound just on the outside of that one. 2 lengths to Midnight Thomas on the outside. He seems to be in trouble, being worked on all the way by Jones. Then Shango to the outside. Voici Voila is nailed down to the rails. She looked for racing room and she finds it too as it's turn for home now. It is Spook from Voici Voila on the inside. Rebound rallying on the outside 3rd. Midnight Thomas is not going on at all this afternoon. And it's going to be Voici Voila from Spook. Voici Voila beginning to establish her authority here now. Voici Voila pulls away to win the feature by 3 lengths. Spook is 2nd. Midnight Thomas 3rd. And 4th is Shango. The Deloitte and Touche Challenge Cup over 1,800 meters was run off on an evening of races on day 7. With a good purse of over $15,000 in the offer, the race produced a run ranked well above the class 1:51 the time, a record-breaking performance by Nostradamus. Turtled up the overall leader from on the outside Lady Fair to the inside Who Let the Dog Out, between horses Sugar Daddy, Flying Dove to the inside 6, then comes on the outside Infinity, Rapid Response Nostradamus has caught up with his field, and Jackdaw trails. That's the way they go around the top turn, and towards the 5, it is still Turtle Dove, a length clear of on the outside Lady Fair second, then comes Midnight Lover, followed closely on the inside by Who Let the Dog Out. Infinity is wider still, then comes Sugar Daddy, then following those Nostradamus is caught up nicely with his field, Flying Dove, then comes wide on the outside Jackdaw. You have half mile left to travel in the Challenge Cup, and it is still Turtle Dove that leads from Lady Fair. Those two have 3 lengths to spare on Infinity third. Then comes wide on the outside Midnight Lover. Nostradamus is full of run as they pass the 3 furlong mark. So it's Turtle Dove from Lady Fair together. 3 lengths to Infinity on the inside third, but Nostradamus is the one that's really traveling beautifully. Comes too wide to challenge the front runner. So it's Nostradamus that picks it up now from Lady Fair. Infinity is on the chase as Turtle Dove falls away. Sugar Daddy's next in line and has no chance at this stage. They come to the corner with a furlong and a bit to go in the Deloitte and Touche Challenge Cup, and it is Nostradamus that leads them into the home turn. 3 lengths to spare. Lady Fair on the inside second. On the outside Infinity third. Sugar Daddy will be fourth, but Nostradamus is striding up beautifully and is going to land the Challenge Cup. He wins it now by at least 6 lengths. Second is Infinity. Then comes Sugar Daddy third. Lady Fair fourth. The Barclays Guineas brought together the best of the 3-year-olds for a purse of almost $50,000. In the absence of Wassifwala, the stage was set for a competitive classic, but you would have to look down the field for clues to the year's Derby winner. This time, however, it was Bill Marshall and Jonathan Jones teaming up for another big win. It's Spook on the inside, and just leading ahead of that is Sia. Sia now from on the inside, Spook, Midnight Thomas just ahead of that one on the outside. Rebound is close up early on the inside, top 40. These are followed by Vinny Vidi Vici on the inside, Shango, Who Let the Dog Out. A gap of 2 to Baya Moss. Then comes Pan Woman and Ad Honoris at the back. Past the 5 and down towards the half-mile mark, and it's C on a tight rein, a length and a half clear of Midnight Thomas. John O'Jones standing tall in the irons. On the inside comes Spook between horses, top 40. Improving on the outside all the time is Vinny Vidi Vici. Then following that, Shango, Baya Moss. Then comes Who Let the Dog Out. In front of that one is Pan Woman and Ad Honoris Trails. Up towards the hill and towards the 3 furlong marker, and this Sia. And Midnight Thomas presses the accelerator now, and he goes up to challenge. It's Sia, Midnight Thomas on the outside, rebound. Vinny Vidi Vici is right there in contention. Spook on the rails. Baya Moss is right there. Then comes Shango behind that one. And the last one at this stage is Ad Honoris. They're into the final quarter, and it is Midnight Thomas. That one is shot clear by 2, rebounded second. Then following that one, Vinny Vidi Vici. On the outside comes Spook. On the inside is Sia, but here they come to the judge inside the final furlong. It is Midnight Thomas. He comes under right from Jones, but he's getting a strong challenge on the outside from Rebound. It's Midnight Thomas and Rebound, but Midnight Thomas absolutely bounces away from them. It's Midnight Thomas is going to win the Guineas quite handsomely, wins it by 2. And the second position is Rebound, third is Spook. Then comes Shango, fourth on the inside, then Vinny Vidi Vici. Then comes Pan Woman, Who Let the Dog Out, Baya Moss, top 40, Ad Honoris, and Sia. The Derby trial was sponsored this year by Roberts Manufacturing and slated the Pinnacle Feeds Midsummer Classic, run over 1,570 meters. Some doubts surrounded the fitness of both Wassifwala and Midnight Thomas, and despite their presence in the trial, trainer Liz Dean was dauntless in preparing her charges, Shango, Vinny Vidi Vici, and Spook for the Blue Ribbon event. Rebound's earlier second to Midnight Thomas in the Guineas made her a real contender, but the soft going would prove a deciding factor. Spook looked trained to the minute on her way to the start and didn't disappoint.
Racing all the way for the Midsummer Classic. Very quickly into stride is Spook. Also showing lots of early go is that one is Benny Vidi Vici. Voicevola is along the rails. Blackbird shows prominently on the outside. Top 40 is along the rails. Also the 7 is up on the outside. And that one on the inside is Midnight Thomas as they race away towards the 5 furlong marker. The leader out in front is Spook. Then on the outside of that one is Benny Vidi Vici. Along the inside is Voicevola. Top 40 is next to on the inside. Blackbird is going up nicely on the outside. Then we go back to Shango, and also going next to his Body Bunny at this point. Midnight Thomas hard ridden, and so too is also the Sepia with a half mile to travel. Out in front, the leader is Benny Vidi Vici. In front by a length and a half from Spook on the outside, Blackbird goes well. Top 40 running a good race. Vossifola is next. Rebound shows problem on the inside. Here comes Shango. Midnight Thomas with a lot to do. They've got 3 furlongs to go and the rhythm quickens. Out in front, the leader is still Veni Vidi Vici. But Jamara Mon has spooking hot contention. So too, here comes Shango. Blackbird still running on. Here comes Midnight Thomas making a run from the rails. Vossifola not a factor today. Rebound with a lot to do. They're at the top of the lane, and Spook has taken command. On the inside, Veni Vidi Vici is still running well. Here comes Shango, rebound, and Midnight Thomas, Vossifola out of it. And down the stretch they come, and Spook is drawing off by a length and a half. On the outside, Shango is trying desperately. Here comes rebound, but Spook will win the Midsummer Classic. Shango is second, then came rebound, Midnight Thomas, Veni Vidi Vici, Vossifola.
The 3-year-old and over Barbados breds went to post for the Bico Breeders' Sprint over 1100 meters, led by top-class campaigners Squadron Leader and Bobby's Dream. The race ended in a tight finish between Kerry Mirror and Tiara. The stewards, however, found evidence to reverse the positions at the finish. That's the way the race down towards the back stretch. Kai Beauty just leader from Kerry Mirror on the outside. Tiara finishes third between horses. Sia going up nicely on the rails. Nicodemus is in contention early with Bobby's Dream. On the outside, Gone Platinum is right there. Then Squadron Leader, the last one of this stage is Country Classic. That's the way they race towards the 3. Kerry Mirror has gone clear by 2. Sky Beauty relegated. Tiara takes off after her with Nicodemus in 3rd. Sky Beauty 4th. A gap of a length and a half to Sundancer. Then comes Sia. Bobby's Dream. Squadron Leader. Country Classic, and the jockey on Gone Platinum is down. That's the way they race past the quarter mark. It is Kerry Mirror clear leader by 2.5 lengths. Tiara is under the whip already. Nicodemus on the outside poised to challenge. On the inside is Sky Beauty. Sundance is next, and the others are nowhere near at this stage as they turn for home. It is Kerry Mirror the leader. Here comes Tiara on the outside of the challenge. Nicodemus wide, and wider still is Sundance as the way come for home now. It is Kerry Mirror. Here on the outside is Tiara late on the scene. Kerry Mirror and Tiara. Kerry Mirror, Tiara towards the wire. Kerry Mirror on the inside is going to hold on. Kerry Mirror holds on to win the feature from Tiara second. Then comes Sundance on the inside. Sky Beauty wide on the outside. Nicodemus Sia. Then comes Bobby's Dream. Country Classic. Squadron Leader. Loose horse Gone Platinum coming by. The imported 2-year-olds made their appearance for the first time in the personal accident insurance stakes over 1100 meters on Derby Day. Fire One, an American-bred bay son of Slough City Slough, was well ahead in his adaptation to local racing and easily disposed of a small field of youngsters.
The leader is Fire One. In front by a length and a half, from on the outside, Van Gogh. Then comes Noble Import. Valdance Creek has shown a little effort and has called it a day. They're at the top of the lane, and Fire One is in command. Van Gogh gets left-handed leather. On the outside, Noble Import, Valdance Creek. But Fire One, a brilliant display. First time out, is going to win it. Wins it now. A length and a half clear of Van Gogh. Then came Noble Import and Valdance Creek.
Then it was on to the Barbados United Insurance Derby. A full field faced starter Mark Batson. Midnight Thomas and Vossifola sought to dispel concern about their fitness. Spook by now had amassed many supporters, but the Derby would bring to prominence a previously unheralded but resolute staying filly. She closed in the market at 25 to 1. Loaded for the Barbados United Derby, and away they go to a pretty level break, and let's see where the early pace will come from. Spook got away smartly with stable companion Bangalore on the outside. Between horses is Vini Vidi Vici. These are followed by Shango. To the rails is Midnight Thomas. At Honorays in the blue and Silver Silks on the outside is next. Then comes between horses Vossifola, Pan Woman against the rails, followed closely by Blackbird. Then they are followed by Jamaica John. Between horses is Bailamos on the outside is Top 40. That's the way they race past the grandstand for the first time. It's Spook and stable companion Bangalore that lead. Between horses is Veni Vidi Vici. On the outside, Shango. On the inside rail is Midnight Thomas, followed by a Pan Woman. Then behind that, Blackbird, Vossifola on the outside. Top 40 next, Bailamos and Jamaica John. 5 furlongs to travel in the United Derby, and the leader now is Bangalore from Spook. Midnight Thomas makes steady progress as he goes up to be third on the outside. Then comes Shango, a gap of 2 to Vini Vidi Vici. At Honorays is running a good one. On the inside comes Pan Woman, Vossifola on the outside of that one. 2 lengths back to Blackbird, another 3 to Bailamos, Top 40, and Jamaica John. That's the way they race past the 3 furlong marker. The leader now is Spook from Shango on the outside, who comes right up to tackle her. It's Shango and Spook together, drawing out by 4 from Midnight Thomas. Ad Honor is running a great race in the derby. Then comes Veni Vidi Vici. Pan Woman is making steady progress. So too is Blackbird. Voici Voila is beaten at this stage. They race to the corner now and head to the judge, and it is still Spook. On the outside is Shango. Midnight Thomas cutting away at the rails. Wide on the outside is Ad Honor is on. Pan Woman on the outside with a power pack challenge as they come down the home stretch. It's anybody's race in the derby, but Pan Woman is the one on the outside that's going best of the lot and picking it up. Pan Woman on the inside, Blackbird. Pan Woman is going to win the derby. She wins it now from Blackbird second. Then comes Spook and Ad Honor is on the outside fourth. The second season closed with the Texaco Classic over 2,000 meters, a race for 3-year-old and over West Indian breds. The oldest steers were engaging only 2 3-year-olds, Shango and Ad Honoris, both of whom had just contested the derby. Ad Honoris' troubled fourth place finish in the derby suggested that he had more to give, and he did so most emphatically, winning in the manner of a highly talented horse. He would not be seen again for the year. Thus the bunch as they come towards the home turn for the first time. Jersey Girl in front on an uncontested lead by 10 lengths from Ad Honoris second between horses. Alaska Pete on the rails third. Sugar Daddy on the outside fourth. Then there's Jezebel between horses. Lady Fair with Nostradamus on the outside. Shango rallying from the back and Amadeus. Up past the grandstand for the first time as the pace really eases now with Jersey Girl still the leader by 10 lengths or so. From in second position is Ad Honoris. Alaska Pete on the rails third. Then Sugar Daddy. Jezebel follows those on the rails. Then on the outside is Nostradamus with Lady Fear on the inside of that. 2 lengths back to Shango and Amadeus. Down towards the half-mile marker. And the leader is still Jersey Girl in front by 8 lengths now. That lead begins to shorten as they all take off after her to get into contention. Ad Honoris leads the pack. So it's Jersey Girl in front by about 5 lengths. Ad Honoris is second. In third position on the outside comes Sugar Daddy. Then there's Alaska Pete being worked all the way by the jockey. On the outside, Nostradamus is making steady headway with Jezebel. Shango is making up some steady ground. Lady Fair going on one pace, and the last one at this stage is Amadeus. Down towards the final quarter mile in the Texaco Classic, and Ad Honoris has gone into the lead. Hard pressed on the outside all the way by Sugar Daddy. Nostradamus on the outside is going very well. So too is Jersey Girl on the inside, and Shango is making up ground very well from the rear. As they come to the corner inside the final furlong now, Ad Honoris is the leader. Jezebel on the outside is being asked and giving plenty. As they come inside the final furlong is Ad Honoris and Jezebel as they come to the wire. Is Ad Honoris still the leader? Jezebel on the outside pressing hard, but Ad Honoris has too much left and is going to win the Texaco Classic. Ad Honoris wins it from Jezebel. Third is Shango, and fourth is Alaska Pete. On the opening day of the third season, it was the Scientific Games International Stakes for the CNR that attracted only 6 runners. Storm Hunter had placed a creditable third in an earlier A&Lure engagement and was the market short price favorite with Dance Numerous. However, a determined late run by Mandy Miriam provided Paul Leacock with another notable win. It is Storm Hunter on the outside is just leading now from Tickashar to the rails. Following those is Zima on the outside, Mandy Miriam. Then Jezebel and the Dance Numerous trails. Past the grandstand for the first time, and it is Tickashar that goes on from Storm Hunter on the outside. 3 lengths back to Azima third, Mandy Miriam fourth. On the inside, Jezebel is fifth, and the Dance Numerous stay last at this stage. They go by 85.5 and make their way down the back stretch now. Tickashar is still on that lead. 3 lengths from Storm Hunter. Azima is going very well in third. Then comes Dance Numerous making up ground quickly as she rushes up to the outside of Azima. Then there is Mandy Miriam and Jezebel. Half mile left to travel, and it is still Tickashar the leader. Storm Hunter going up to challenge. So too is Azima on the inside. Dance Numerous on the outside makes a rush to the front as well. Jezebel and Mandy Miriam, a tight big bunch group as they pass the 3 furlong marker. The leader is still Tickashar, just the leader now. From on the outside, it looks like Dance Numerous. No, Storm Hunter is the one that strikes the lead. Storm Hunter storms right through and picks it up from Tickashar. On the outside, going very well is Dance Numerous. In fact, she's losing position now quickly. Mandy Miriam circling them on the outside. Jezebel is right there with a chance as well. The one without a chance at this stage is Azima, but she has to wait for the rails. And she finds room on the inside, and what a wonderful let-in. On the outside, Mandy Miriam between horses, Storm Hunter. On the inside, Tickashar and Azima against the rails as they storm to home. It is Storm Hunter and Tickashar on the inside. Mandy Miriam on the outside. It's Mandy Miriam, Storm Hunter and Tickashar. That's where they finish in a very tight call indeed on the inside. Azima may be fourth. Then comes Dance Numerous and Jezebel, but certainly will have The 2-year-olds of 2001 made their debut on the second day of the second season and were warming to the idea of competitive racing. The Diamonds International Challenge Series, sponsored by Diamonds International, offered a handsome prize money of almost $50,000 to the 2-year-old accumulating the most points over a series of 3 races. Having won the Extrema Stakes the week before, Obadov was among the principals. At the end, he looked a class above the rest. Once again, Vere Davis and Bill Marshall had teamed up to produce a potential classic champion. From the starter's orders for the future, and away they go in a straight line. TC slows away on the outside, Allison Jane, but his noble approval that shows good speed. Obada from the outside, Mexican Queen to the inside, Adora. Between horses, there's Dream Along. Wide on the outside, that looks like Go for Gold. Then Coral Princess, Allison Jane, Red Alert. Doing Dixie, the last one at this stage is Diamond Dove. Past the half-mile mark and his noble approval, Obadov, and on the outside, Mexican Queen. Following those on the inside is Dream Along, going for gold. On the outside, running a good race, then comes Allison Jane, a gap of 3 to Adore, and the others will have a lot to do to get into this. They race off the top of the hill and go towards the 2-furlong marker, and the leader is on the outside. Just the leader is Obadov. On the inside, noble approval, a gap of a length and a half. The Mexican Queen, Dream Along, is losing stride. Here comes Go for Gold on the outside, and the others have a lot to do at this stage. They race to the corner with just over a furlong to go, and it is Obadov that brings them into the home turn. Obadov on the inside, noble approval. Here comes Mexican Queen on the outside with a challenge. Dream Along rallying nicely. Go for Gold with a late rush, but it's too late inside the final furlong. It is Obadov, Mexican Queen with a terrific challenge on the outside. Dream Along is right there as well. It is Obadov on the Mexican Queen on the outside. Obadov wins the futurity. Mexican Queen on the outside is second. Then Dream Along running a good race on the inside. Noble approval. Go for Gold. Then Coral Princess and Red Alert. Allison Jane. Then TC doing Dixie, Adora, and Diamond Dove. Next up for the 2-year-olds, the Elliott Williams Juvenile Championship. And while Obadov chopped up another win in the Stewart's Messiah Handicap early in the afternoon, Victoria Regia registered a hat-trick of wins for owner Francis Cozier and trainer Chalna Jones. She was expected to go on to better things. Van Gogh looked a horse with no mean ability, and it would only be a matter of time before he became a winner. And away they go, and on the inside, TC was slowly away. Mexican Queen came away quite smartly. Carlisle from the outside, Dance My Dance, Tipperary to the rails. Then between horses doing Dixie, Van Gogh on the outside. Then comes Victoria Regia, Quick Question, and Greco. That's the way there is down towards the half-mile mark. There's Mexican Queen on top by 3/4. Rushing up quickly on the outside, though, is Dance My Dance. That filly goes right up, charges up to the leader. Is Dance My Dance, just the leader now from Mexican Queen. 2 lengths back to Van Gogh, finds a stride quickly. Then comes Tipperary, Carlisle. Victoria Regia is buried, doing Dixie. Then comes Greco, Quick Question. That's the way the race past the drill hole towards the 2. It is Dance My Dance from on the inside. Mexican Queen still right there. Van Gogh is being produced on the outside of horses. Then comes Victoria Regia, Tipperary, Carlisle. The others are beaten at this stage. They race to the corner just over for long to go. It is Dance My Dance, but Van Gogh begins to make his presence felt. Here comes Victoria Regia, Mexican Queen on the inside. It is Dance My Dance. Here comes Van Gogh on the outside. He has a race on his hands. It's Dance My Dance on the outside. Van Gogh on the inside. Victoria Regia like an absolute train on the rails. Victoria Regia. Victoria Regia runs away to win it by 2. Dance My Dance is second. Then comes Van Gogh, Mexican Queen, Tipperary, and Greco doing Dixie, Carlisle, Quick Question, and TC. The horse racing abroad stakes over 2,000 meters for the St. Laura immediately followed, and a small field of 5 went to post. The 3-year-old imported Kildare Town displayed stamina and speed that was just too much for the market favorite Captain Blythe. Down towards the half-mile marker, halfway now, and it is Kildare Town still the leader by 4 lengths. From Tickashar in second position, Storm Hunter, the jockey, begins to get after that one in third. On the outside, Captain Blythe handily held. Then there is Mandy Miriam. Up towards the 3-furlong marker, and it is still Kildare Town. 2 lengths now adrift is Tickashar in second. On the inside is Storm Hunter third. Captain Blythe on the outside of that one fourth, and a 2 or 3 lengths back to Mandy Miriam fifth. Kildare Town, as they race towards the 2-furlong marker, increases the tempo now and goes on by 3. Tickashar still in second position, Storm Hunter in third, Captain Blythe on the outside, not going on, but Mandy Miriam is making steady progress on the rails as they turn for home in the horse racing abroad stakes. It's Kildare Town. He comes under the whip and he accelerates beautifully at the end of this 10-furlong gallop, and he clears out by 4. It's Kildare Town. Andy Ward in front is going to land the horse racing abroad stakes in fine style. He wins it by about 6 lengths. In second position is Tickashar, third is Mandy Miriam, and fourth is Captain Blythe. The Mutual Breeders' Classic brought together the top 4 of the 2001 United Derby and the best of the previous year's crop. Nicodemus had raced competitively against the top class without registering a win, and the clash that failed to materialize in the previous year's derby suddenly emerged in the mutual. The presence of Wasi Dwala, Midnight Thomas, and derby winner Pan Woman made it a classy field. At the end, it was the Dora Nicodemus in a time of 150 and 1/5 in an impressive performance.
Gates are open and Pan Woman just a trifle slow, but as they come towards the mile pole for the first time, it is Nicodemus who likes to be in front, and Andy Ward has the chestnut up front from Gone Platinum 2 lengths back, then Alaska Pete is early up on the outside, then Pan Woman on the inner, Wasi Voila, Midnight Thomas and Shango, and they come down the chute for the first time with 6 furlongs and a little bit to run, and the leader is down on the inside is Nicodemus, going along comfortably in front from Gone Platinum, then the Derby winner Pan Woman down on the inside, then the other Derby winner Alaska Pete out in the outer. They run the first quarter in 24, round the top turn, 5.5 to go. Nicodemus pulling hard, just settling down in front, length and a half clear of Gone Platinum, then going very smoothly in third place is Alaska Pete, then Pan Woman is easy on the inner, Voici Voila, Midnight Thomas, and then Shango beginning to pick up a yard or two. They've run the first half in 48. They have 4 furlongs to run, and the leader is still Nicodemus, and they'd better watch him. He's 2 lengths clear of Gone Platinum, then 2 back to Alaska Pete. Pan Woman now being positioned for her run. Then Voici Voila on the outside goes very smoothly indeed. Then down on the inside, Midnight Thomas is asked for a run. They come over the top of the hill and they begin to wind it up now with 3 furlongs to go, and it is still Nicodemus, very comfortable indeed, but Gone Platinum goes beautifully. Then 2 lengths back to Alaska Pete, then Voici Voila, then comes Pan Woman now being asked for her run. Midnight Thomas is not out of it either. They come back to the mile pole, and it is Nicodemus and Gone Platinum, these two head to head. They come to the turn now with just over a furlong to run. It is Nicodemus, Pan Woman looking for a ground on the inside, and she has to do some running. They come inside the final furlong. It is Nicodemus. Here comes Alaska Pete, Gone Platinum, Midnight Thomas, but Nicodemus looks as if he's going to hang on and win it. This is a terrific performance. Here comes Alaska Pete, but Nicodemus is going to get there and does. Nicodemus, Alaska Pete, then comes Midnight Thomas, Pan Woman.
By the time the imported 2-year-olds were ready for 1,570 meters in the London Life Charity Trophy Handicap, Fire One had recorded a hat-trick of wins. He had beaten a classy Violent Storm and clearly was destined for the top class. He met his contemporaries on this occasion and galloped them into the ground.
Off front running, and maybe Heated Lover, maybe the slowest into stride, but as they come towards us for the first time, Feet on Flames shows good speed. On the outside, Noble Import, Fire One tugging the jockey out of the saddle on the inside. These are followed by Hard Dance, the classic Deputy on the outside, and Heated Lover Trails. That's the way they race past the grandstand. It's a very gallop with in front number 9. Of course, that's Feet on Flames, showing good speed. 3 lengths clear of Fire One, who looks like he's on a morning canter, really. Tugging the jockey from the saddle. Noble Import is 3 lengths behind him, third. On the inside, Classic Deputy to the outside. On the inside, Hard Dancer. Then Heated Lover. Jockey goes down off Feet on Flames as that one is left loose in front. And so the leader now is Fire One on a long ring, 2 lengths clear of Noble Import second. Heated Lover on the outside has improved position as they race by the half-mile mark. It's the loose horse and Fire One in front now, just the leader from Noble Import. That one goes up to tackle. Those two go up towards the 3, just being a bit cautious with the loose horse in front. A gap of a length and a half to Hard Dance in third. Then comes Classic Deputy and Heated Lover Trails. That's the way they race down towards the drill hall now. It is Fire One that goes on by a length and a half down Noble Import second. On the inside, here comes Hard Dance, the Classic Deputy and Heated Lover as they race by the mile marker now. Fire One, he's going to stamp his authority here, clear by 4 lengths. On the inside is Hard Dancer and Classic Deputy getting into it on the outside. Noble Import, Heated Lover is a beaten horse as they swing for home. It's all Fire One clear by 3. Following him on the inside comes Hard Dancer, but it's all going to be Fire One. This is a very impressive one indeed. He strides up beautifully towards the wire. He wins back on the bridle by 5. Second is a Classic Deputy, then Hard Dancer, a long way back to Noble Import and Heated Lover.
Second leg of the Diamonds series was slated for the 5th day, and with only 5 runners, the Diamonds International Youth Challenge Stakes seemed a facile engagement for Obadov. Van Gogh had emerged as a real threat after following up a runner-up place behind the impressive imported Fire One. He would have to fight out a thrilling finish with an ever-improving Van Gogh.
And away they go in a straight line break on the inside, but Foxy Lady, just as she did before, blown out the boxes. Goes clear by 3 from Obadov second. Dream Along came out but have a problem. So it's Foxy Lady by 3. Obadov is second. Then comes Greco closely at his quarters. 4 lengths back to Bangkok fourth. A long way back to Dream Along fifth. That's the way they race up past the half-mile mark and towards the 3. It's Foxy Lady the leader now by just about a head or so. On the outside, Obadov has gone right into contention. He goes up to take that lead now, past the 3, and it's Obadov going on now by 3/4 from Foxy Lady, second on the inside, closely followed by Greco. He's just about 2 lengths off the leaders. Van Gogh is getting into his stride and storms right up towards the front runners. That's the way they race past the quarter mark now. It is Obadov was being strongly challenged by Van Gogh on the outside in the Diamonds International. It's Obadov on the inside, Van Gogh on the outside. A gap of 4 to Greco and Foxy Lady and Dream Along will not be concerned as they swing for home. It is Obadov, he comes under a ride. Obadov, Van Gogh on the outside, the others rallying to the inside. But it looks like Obadov is going to win the Diamonds Youth Challenge. Obadov being ridden out, hands and heels only, it's clear by 3. Van Gogh will only be second. Obadov wins it handsomely by 4 lengths. Van Gogh is second, 6 lengths back to Foxy Lady third. Then comes Greco and Dream Along.
6 horses lined up for the Walcott Cup over 1,800 meters, and this provided a chance for Talk About Lucky to confirm her undoubted ability. The 3-year-old filly was beaten only once in her last 5 starts, and with such resolve in a gallop clocked at 149 and 2/5, this was extraordinary and signaled the advent of a new champion.
There you go, the Walcott Cup is underway for 2001, and the early leader is squadron leader as expected from the outside, pen in hand, pulling his way through to join this one there, and then Storm Hunter also being pushed up to join the leaders as they come to the straight for the first time with 7 furlongs to run, and it is Storm Hunter on the outside in the red cap who leads down the chute for the first time. 3/4 of a length up on squadron leader, then comes pen in hand, Talk About Lucky the favourite, Dance Numerous, Tika Shah and Captain Bly, as always, is the trailer. Past the stands for the first time, Storm Hunter and squadron leader. These two together, 2 lengths clear of pen in hand, then another 5 back to Talk About Lucky, then another 5 back to Dance Numerous, 3 back to Tika Shah, and another 2 back to Captain Bly. And they're stretched as they've gone the first quarter in 23 and 4. As they go to the 4 furlong marker, squadron leader down on the inside, comfortably on the 3/4 of a just level now with Storm Hunter. Then another 2 back to a comfortable pen in hand. Then Talk About Lucky making a big move up on the inside to join the leaders. Then about 10 lengths back to Dance Numerous, another 5 back to Tika Shah. As they reach the top of the hill with 3 to run, it is Storm Hunter who kicks on. Pen in hand goes nicely into second place, but Talk About Lucky traveling absolutely beautifully on the outside and absolutely floats by the leaders now to take the lead. Coming to the quarter mark, it is the favorite, Talk About Lucky, Ayers Pricked, who takes the front. Dance Numerous is making a big move. Pen in hand is not beaten as they come to the corner with a furlong and a bit to go, but Talk About Lucky stays on really well. They turn for home, and Paul Leacock, as usual, looking for room on the rail, doesn't find it here. Dance Numerous goes well on the outside. Talk About Lucky now, the boy pulling the stick on him is Dance Numerous has it. Dance Numerous going better on the outside is Dance Numerous, who's coming through to win it, and this is going to be a major upset. Talk About Lucky comes back and made just a quarter on the line. Dance Numerous and Talk About Lucky absolutely joined at the hip on the line, then a length and a half back to pen in hand on the inner, another 4 back to Tika Shah. Then comes Captain Bly, Storm Hunter and squadron leader.
The BWIA 3-year-old West Indian Championship brought together the best of the 3-year-olds over 1,800 meters for a purse of over $40,000. Paul Leacock, who had dominated the season, was aboard the Derby winner and had now to prove that hers was no fluke. Voici Voilà looked a rejuvenated filly, ready to run, and so she did. After a long nail-biting wait, Pan Woman was declared the winner. Voici Voilà disqualified out of the money. They're all away for the BW West Indies Championship, and the first to show is Goldberg from Voici Voilà. Spook got away well, and she's third on the outside. Pan Woman next, a gap of 2 to face the music on the outside of Midnight Thomas. Then there's Shango and Jamaica John. That's the way they race to the corner for the first time. The leader is Goldberg, enjoying a handy lead and tugging hard in front by 2 from Spook on the outside. Voici Voilà on the rails is third. Then comes Pan Woman. Followed closely behind her is Face the Music. Between horses, Midnight Thomas. Shango down against the rails. And the last one on the outside is Jamaica John. Past the grandstand for the first time, and it's Goldberg, the leader, from Spook. Voici Voilà third on the rails. Then Pan Woman. Midnight Thomas eases up on the inside 5th. Then there is Face the Music. Jamaica John has made some steady headway on the outside, and Shango trails. Past the 5 furlong marker now and down towards the half mile in the BB Championship. The leader is Goldberg, on top by 2 from Spook second. On the inside is Voici Voilà. Then there is Pan Woman traveling very smoothly. So too is Jamaica John. He's running an excellent race. On the inside, Midnight Thomas is being shoved along. So too on the outside, Face the Music. And Shango is the only one out of it at this stage. They race up the hill and up towards the 3. And leader is still Goldberg. As the tempo quickens now, Goldberg tackled immediately by Spook on the outside. Jamaica John is running the race of his life as he runs into third. Vossi Wallace being set down on the inside, so too is Pan Woman. There is Midnight Thomas, and Shango is eating up ground from the rear. The only one out of it at this stage is Face the Music. As they come inside the final quarter, it's Vossi Wallace that strikes the lead. Vossi Wallace draws out by 2 from Pan Woman on the outside. Shango is rallying, so too is Spook on the inside, and Midnight Thomas finds a wonderful break on the rails, but he has quite a bit to do as they come deep stretch. It is Vossi Wallace on the outside, is Pan Woman, and it looks like Vossi Wallace is going to win the BB Championship. She runs up to the winning line now. Vossi Wallace and Ricky Walcott repart home by a length and a half. Pan Woman is second. Third is Midnight Thomas. Then comes Jamaica John, and on the inside, Spook and Goldberg. Immediately after this, Obadov continued his dominance over the 2-year-olds to register his 5th consecutive victory in the Caribbean Beach Hotel Classic. He had now done enough to capture the series prize. Injury would keep the colt out of racing for the rest of the year. He would, however, emerge as champion 2-year-old for 2001. Loaded for the Caribbean Beach Hotel Classic, and away they go to a pretty level break. Victoria Reggio slowly away, but the first to show is the favorite Obadov, Mexican Queen, on storming by on the outside. Dance My Dance with Foxy Lady. Down against the rails is Magic's Wonder. Gap of 2 to Mexican Queen. Then there's Carlisle finding her best stride wide on the outside, doing Dixie. Then Coral Princess, Tipperary, Victoria Reggio, and Dream Along. That's the way the race past the half-mile mark. And the leader now comfortably is Dance My Dance from Foxy Lady being scrubbed along. Then Obadov on the outside comes Coral Isle. Then there's Doing Dixie on the inside, Magic's Wonder. Mexican Queen is there. Then Dream Along, Coral Princess, Tipperary. And the last one at the stage is Victoria Reggio. Down towards the final quarter. And it is Dance My Dance comfortably in front by 3/4 from Foxy Lady. The favorite Obadov now making his move. Coral Princess comes under pressure as Mexican Queen storms by on the outside. Then there's Doing Dixie. The others are rallying as they turn for home in the Caribbean Beach Hotel Classic. The leader is still Dance My Dance, but tackled immediately by Obadov on the outside, and that one is picking it up. It's Obadov that hits the front now from Dance My Dance. Wide on the outside is the Mexican Queen, and down the center, Victoria Reggio. They come up to the winning post now. It is all Obadov. That one wins by 4. Dance My Dance is second. Then comes Mexican Queen, Victoria Reggio, Foxy Lady, Doing Dixie, and Coral Princess. Then there's Tipperary, Dream Along, Carlisle, Magic's Wonder, and Adora. In the Nation 20th Anniversary Stakes, Blast of Storm made his first appearance after a campaign at Woodbine in Canada. With limited success, he met a consistent pen in hand and a filly that had made giant strides in his absence. This would be 4 straight for Talk About Lucky.
There they go. The 28th Nation Anniversary Stakes is underway. Kildare Town is the early leader. They have a mile to run just about now, and it is Kildare Town pen in hand. Then Talk About Lucky being taken back a little bit. The favorite Blast of Storm. Dance Numerous at the moment is the trailer. They come to the shoot for the first time, and they have 7.5 furlongs to run, and the leader in the middle of the track is pen in hand. Now Kildare Town down on the inside and wide on the outside, Dance Numerous. The favorite going very nicely, hard held in the middle of the track. That's Blast of Storm. And then Talk About Lucky down on the inside. But it's the 2 up front have a 4-length lead. That's Kildare Town and pen in hand. Both of them going along nicely. 24 and 4 for the quarter. They pass the 5.5 lollipop stick, and it's still Kildare Town down on the inside. And the 2 of them absolutely level pen in hand. They have 4 lengths back to Blast of Storm and Talk About Lucky, then another 4 lengths to Dance Numerous. They're coming to the 4 furlong marker. They've run the half in 48 3/5, which is not bad going on this going, and it is still Kildare Town on the inside, but he's been asked to go on a little bit by Andy Ward, and Hibbert is standing tall in the saddle on pen in hand. Talk About Lucky and Blast of Storm have closed now to within 2 lengths. Dance Numerous is still 6 off these as they come over the top of the hill at the starting point with 2.5 to go. Pen in hand goes on nicely, but Blast of Storm is closing like a whirlwind on the outside. They come back to the quarter mark. It's pen in hand, and Blast of Storm, Talk About Lucky, is chasing them down from behind. They come to the corner with a furlong and a half to run. Blast of Storm pen in hand, but Talk About Lucky may be going the best of them as they turn for home. 3 in a line, pen in hand in the green on the inside. Down in the middle is Blast of Storm, but it is out to Talk About Lucky, who is coming on the outside, and this filly's going to beat them again. She's coming on with a tremendous, courageous performance. Talk About Lucky wins it now by 2.5 from pen in hand. Blast of Storm weakens to finish third. Then comes Dance Numerous and the Kildare Town.
The year of racing concluded on Boxing Day with the final leg of the Diamonds Series, the Diamonds International Bowlers Challenge, and the Federal Bookmakers Stakes over 1,570 meters. In the Diamonds, TC was making a reappearance after a runaway victory in her first run over 1,570 meters. Mexican Queen had been very consistent and placed only once in her previous 4 starts. Van Gogh, therefore, had his work cut out to stave off all challenges, and so he did. In the process, he looked a classy colt and should provide Jones with yet another chance at the Derby in 2002.
Down on the inside, Cassiope, Mexican Queen goes well, so does Bandolero and Van Gogh. Then on the outside, Coral Princess. Down on the inside, Fresh Up Lady. Then TC, a winner last time, is there. Then comes Secret Prince and Quicksilver. They got 4.5 furlongs to run. They meet the rising ground. Now going towards the 3. Still down on the inside is Pink Coral, who goes really nicely. Fearless Dancer is there. Mexican Queen is improving nicely. Then dropping away on the inside is Cassiope. Then Coral Princess is making some ground as well. Then comes TC, rolling them up from behind. They come back to the quarter mark, and it's now Fearless Dancer who sticks her head in front. His head in front of the quarter mark. Fearless Dancer, Pink Coral, Van Gogh on the outside. Mexican Queen is the one who rushes to take the lead. They come towards the corner, and it's Mexican Queen and Van Gogh. Fresh Up Lady is improving nicely, but they're going to have to run to beat Mexican Queen. Here comes Van Gogh on the outside. Down on the inside, Pink Coral, Fresh Up Lady with a run. TC looking for room, but it is Mexican Queen and Van Gogh. These two have it between them inside the final 150 yards, but it is Van Gogh who accelerates nicely and goes on to win it now by a head from Mexican Queen, TC, Fresh Up Lady. Then comes Bandolero, Secret Prince.
6 opponents sought to halt Far One's winning way in the CBC 38th Anniversary Stakes. They included the Class C Violent Storm. This son of Storm Creek was clearly an improving sort, and in the capable hands of Jonathan Jones, he made his second appearance a winning one. Fire One would only be second on this occasion.
But they had 4 furlongs to run, and it is Violent Storm down on the inside from Final Answer. Then on the outside, going well is Pleasing Dance, and the other Luther Miller horse, Feet on Flames, is making ground as well. Then comes Ship Mouse, and then Fire One with some work to do as they come over the top of the hill. They have 2.5 furlongs to go, and the leader on the inside is Violent Storm, who goes very well indeed. Fire One is beginning to roll them up. The one on the outside, Final Answer, maybe just losing a little bit of ground. The 2 Luther Miller horses coming together, Pleasing Dance and Feet on Flames on the outside. Fire One looking for room on the inside, but he's got an awful lot of work to do to win this one. They turn for home, and this is Violent Storm. 4 lengths clear of Pleasing Dance, and the one on the outside is Feet on Flames. Here comes Fire One with a great run, but this Violent Storm has it put away inside the final furlong and wins it now by 6 lengths from Fire One. Then the next one through is Pleasing Dance. Then comes Feet on Flames.
With the Gold Cup 2002 in mind, 7 horses headed by Talk About Lucky lined up for the Federal Bookmakers Stakes. Wahoo, a new acquisition by the Joseph clan, generated much interest. Wahoo's full brother, Peace and Void, had not only performed at the highest level, but was the previous Gold Cup winner. Blast of Storm, beaten in his last start, was to have his status as champion seriously challenged by Talk About Lucky, and so the stage was set for another enthralling finish to the Federal Bookmakers. The result was to go a long way in determining the champion horse of the year.
Light flashing, and away they go for the Federal Bookmakers Stakes. Nicodemus comes out of the boxes running and establishes a lead early on. Dance Numerous was well away. On the outside, Talk About Lucky. Tucking in between those is Wahoo as he goes to the rails. Behind those is Blast of Storm. The outside of that one, Kildare Town and Maddie Mirror trails as they come past the grandstand for the first time. It's Nicodemus on a tight rein from Wahoo now. Talk About Lucky third on the rails. Then following that, Dance Numerous on the outside, Kildare Town. 2 lengths back to Blast of Storm, with Jones standing very comfortably behind that. Then Mandy Merriam. That's the way they race past the 5 furlong mark in the first quarter in 25 on 1. A decent pace going over 15.70. And it is Nicodemus on a strong gallop, a length and a half clear of Wahoo on the outside, with Ward standing very tall on that. Kildare Town eases up on the inside third. A gap of 3 to Talk About Lucky. 2 lengths back to Blast of Storm. Then comes Dance Numerous and Mandy Merriam. They make their way up towards the 3 furlong marker, and the leader is still Nicodemus. 3/4 of a length on now from Wahoo, that closes ranks. So too does Kildare Town. Talk About Lucky. Blast of Storm is unleashed already by Jones. 3 lengths clear of that. Behind that comes Dance Numerous, then Mandy Merriam. They race past the quarter mark now, and Wahoo strikes the lead. Wahoo, Talk About Lucky is right there in contention. Nicodemus on the inside is under great pressure. Blast of Storm weaving his way through the field. On the inside, Kildare Town, Dance Numerous, and Mandy Merriam has too much to do. They turn to the judge now, and it is Talk About Lucky on the outside that strikes the lead. Talk About Lucky on the inside. Wahoo is cutting away on the rails. Blast of Storm has too much to do. Dance Numerous finishing that train on the outside, but it's all talk here. Talk About Lucky lands the Federal in impressive fashion by 3. Wahoo is first, then Kildare Town and Mandy Merriam.
By the end of the year 2001, Talk About Lucky had amassed many friends. She had won 5 consecutive races in the process and raced from C to A class. There was little doubt, therefore, that she would be crowned Champion Horse of the Year. She had already beaten Blast of Storm twice. On the merit of a magnificent Gold Cup triumph and the most earnings for 2001, Blast of Storm would be champion imported horse. Among the Creoles, Nicodemus was named champion older Creole, while Derby Winner Pan Woman became champion 3-year-old Creole. Over doubt, a magnificent prospect, although not seen after the futurity, had captured the Diamonds International Series and the vote for champion 2-year-old. Jockeys Jamar Mon and Paul Leacock showed consistent improvement over the season, but Paul Leacock in particular, after an unforgettable 5 wins and 4 places from 9 months on the first day of the second season, was happy with his achievements in the year. He was named champion apprentice and champion jockey. That has been our racing review for 2000.